What's up? So, I'm off today, so I'm actually home. But right now, I'm the only one home. Not really though. My two toddlers upstairs playing in their bedroom, chilling out. Uh, they're actually going to be going down for nap here soon. But I want to touch on a subject that I think parents need to know. And it doesn't get talked about very often because as parents, nobody really holds us accountable as long as we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. As long as we're feeding, bathing, clothing, and all that stuff, no one really says anything to us about any other, thing that we're doing with our kids. Because nobody has the right to judge anybody, really. Except for ourselves. We are supposed to be the leading force in our kids' lives. Like, we are supposed to be the example. We're supposed to be the motivator. We're supposed to be the ones that are there no matter what. And we're supposed to be the ones that are instilling the right stuff for their success in their lives later. I feel like the better part of the time we're hit or miss. And we need to step that game up. For instance, lying. Like lying to your kids, no matter what the cause or the real reason is just unacceptable. I get it, life's hard, life's tough. But you got to be honest with them because they need to know that. They need to know that it's tough out there. They need to know that things aren't that simple. Now, I'm not saying that we need to rip them out of their childhood, but we need to be honest with them when they ask us questions because they need to know those real situations exist. For instance, if you want your kid to do something, don't lie to them to get them to do it. Such as the whole Santa Claus hat. I'll tell you, that's probably one of the things that gets on my nerves most. The Santa Claus hat. And what I mean by the Santa Claus hat is we all used to do this. I did it before too, and I stopped because I'm trying to get out of this crap. But when Christmas time rolls around, that's all the parents' ammunition. You know what I mean? Like, well, if you don't listen to me, I'm going to tell Santa, and Santa will cut your stuff off. Like, he won't bring you anything for Christmas with that bad behavior and those kind of things. That's just one, and I know that's a minor example, but I'm just saying, like, lying to your kids, it's a bad deal. Because of the trust value that's supposed to be carried between parent and child. I try to be as honest with my kids as I humanly can. Now, yeah, there are some things that I'd protect them from because I don't feel like they need to know. The hard stuff, the stuff that would be detrimental to their view of their mother or of another family member or someone they love. Those kind of situations. But for the most part, I'm as honest with them as I can be. Mainly because if I don't earn their trust, then they're not going to trust me later when they need to. When I need them to really trust me, they're not going to. They're not going to trust you either. If you're at home and you lie to them about X, Y, and Z to get them to listen to you or do what you want them to do, they're not going to trust you later on down the road. And that trust factor That's something that needs to be there because, man, our kids are going to face the same stuff we faced and worse. Things have gotten so much worse than what it was when I was a kid. I mean, drugs and alcohol abuse and pills and things that are just, nuts. And I'm not telling you that your kid needs to be perfect or you need to be perfect, because none of us are ever going to be perfect. Our kids are going to screw up. We're going to screw up. And that's okay. But we need to develop that trust so when they fall into those bad spots, when they hit those situations where they need us in that way, that we're there for them in that way. Because if we're not, then nobody will be. I don't know. Food for thought. I just know that one day my kids are going to grow up. Your kids are going to grow up. And without that trust, without that line of communication to come and speak to us about things that they're going to see and do and go through, we're all in trouble. So, I guess the thing to take away from this is be honest with them. Be honest with them, let them know the truth, so they never felt like you lied to them.